Wingstop Soundstage, y'all. How you guys doing today? Yay! Cool. My name's DJ Walker to the morning show here at Cat Country 103. Thanks to Wingstop and thanks to you guys for being country music fans and giving up some of your day to be out here. We've got a great performance by Mr. Noah Schnacky. Let's bring him on out.
What's going on, guys? I gotta keep going. I haven't sat down yet. Nobody wants that awkward moment when I'm still setting up. You know what I mean? And,
Little sound check. We got to take care of that.
Yeah.
We got a little question and answer with you here before we get started. Is that cool?
Can I see the questions?
No. Well, we wrote some. The fans wrote some
I
here
see
for you.
Celebrity
Some of
Crush
those.
in there, and I'm already nervous.
I know. So, how old were you when you first started playing and writing music?
Oh man. Well, I would probably say I grew up in music before I even knew I was in music. My dad did a bunch of conferences and he was always around music. So I was that annoying little kid he had that would run around, and then finally he'd be in the middle of rehearsal and realize that if he put a microphone in my hand, then I wouldn't run around on him. So he put me in the back doing, backup vocals, and eventually turned on my microphone, and I just worked to the front of the room.
And just started it out that way.
Yeah.
You were working with some other stuff. You've done film, you've done print, you've done stuff on Radio Disney.
I hope you didn't find none of my print stuff.
But what made you decide to make the transition to come into Nashville and make music in Nashville versus doing those other venues and those other ventures?
Well, I'll tell you this. Music started in my family with my grandpa, right? He was in this band called The Knights, and he passed that down to my dad. My dad did country music, so growing up, that's kind of all I knew. And I can remember being even 10 years old, and my dad would walk in my room, and this is before I had an alarm clock. I had a dad, and he would walk in, grab a guitar on my wall, put a foot up on my bed, and play an old Kenny Chesney song, or a Garth Brooks song. There I am. And I can remember, at first it just sounded like an alarm clock to me. And then everything changed for me the day I started liking girls. All of a sudden, these lyrics that he'd sing, Ordinary No, Really Don't Think So, Not a Love This True. I was like, who's he talking about? This sounds
No
pretty
kidding,
sweet.
right? Yeah.
So from underneath that pillow, pretending like I was annoyed, I started falling in love with storytelling. And what I think is the core of country music, which is connecting with people. And I think that's what drove me to go to Nashville when I was 13 and start writing my own stuff.
Wow. So we've kind of stalked you on Instagram and Twitter and social media. What is the anchor all about? I see you referring to an anchor, and I don't know, is it an anchor tattoo I see every once in a while from some fans and some other people? What's that all about?
Well, man, in my life, I've only had 3 things that were deeply consistent. You know what I mean? Because I grew up traveling everywhere, and I've had a very tight-knit group of just family around me, and then the only other people besides my close family that have been consistent are people like you, who have been a fan since the very beginning. And so, fans, family, and faith are my 3 anchors. And I want to be that back to them, so we started this whole movement around just anchoring together and supporting each other. And that's just kind of grown into something way bigger than me.
That's very cool. You have a unique last name, Noah Schnacky.
Thank you.
It stands out though. It's unique.
You're the first one to say that.
I know, right? What are the other things you probably growing up in high school and things? What are the other things you've heard people say that have rhymed with your name? You've probably heard every single thing from Scooby Schnackys to Schnacky Pack. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, it's pretty cool to have a last name that rhymes with smack me. I've heard everything at this point. Schnack Attack, Schnack Attack's like the pudding. I remember getting a fan that photoshopped my face onto a vanilla pudding packet.
Right.
So I mean, I've heard everything, man.
I can imagine. So okay, and what song from what artist have you been listening to recently over and over and over and over again? You can't get out of your head.
Wow, man, that's a hard question because I'm like a connoisseur when it comes to music. I listen to everything and anything every day. Last night I was looking up. Last night I was watching Frank Sinatra in 1945 when he was a young kid, probably younger than me, playing at an orchestra, and he's just so young and so full of life, and he's playing "If You Were But a Dream." You know that song?
Yeah.
Yep. And then right after that, I looked up Kanye's transition for Stronger in his latest concert. So I mean, I'm all over the place, man.
Lindsay wants to know, who is your celebrity crush and why?
You first.
Me, Celia Ward.
See the word.
Yeah, she was on FBI last night. I'm like, she has aged very well. She's a very respectable, wonderful woman. And I'm like, my God, she's gorgeous.
It's independent. Yeah,
Second would be my wife, of course, obviously. She's not a celebrity.
Are we live anywhere?
Yeah.
Oh, we are?
Yeah.
First is his wife.
She gives me a pass on Celia.
Well, man,
I will never ever meet her in my lifetime, so it's all good.
I'll tell you, okay, this has been a long, I mean, obviously, you know, just like normal people, it always changes. But when I was 13, I started coming to town. The first song I ever wrote on Music Row was called Selena. It was about Selena Gomez. Oh, yeah. Yeah, so it was about Selena Gomez, and it was so lame. It went, hey, Selena. It was bad. It was really bad. But I guess that means, like, the original Celebrity Crush. And I mean, she's still beautiful to this day. So I'll go with Selena Gomez. Yeah.
Absolutely. All right, they want to know, In-N-Out, you're in California here, In-N-Out Burger or Chick-fil-A?
Whoa. Who asked that question? Raise your hand. I can't believe you did that to me. How could you? We just getting to know each other right up in here. I would say the correct answer to that has to be Chick-fil-A for me. Yeah. Because did you just clap? You taking sides on this? If I was you, I'd be like Switzerland. You know what I mean? Like, they take no sides on that. Because they're both really amazing. But Chick-fil-A, I mean, just overall quality and everything, man, it's just really good.
Well, we're fans of Wingstop, so what's your favorite kind of wing? Favorite flavor of wing for chicken wings?
Dude, it's me again, man. Any kind that is free.
Good answer, Switzerland. All right, ladies and gentlemen, some music from Noah Schnacky.
I got one person back there. Thank you. Whoever started.